What's going on, guys? It's episode number 2 of Michigan Everything. I am your host, Jacob Evans, and as promised, I got a guest on the show today, my good buddy Casey Vaughn. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, I told him, "Oh, you're just about as big as Michigan fan as me." So, talk a little bit about how'd you get into Michigan football, and I know you got season tickets. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. I grew up Michigan, bled it. We got season tickets. My dad did with another guy when I was probably about 12. Got rid of them for a few years, then probably had them last 15, 16 years or so. And I've been going just about most of the games every year.
That's
Love it.
awesome, man. So,
Yep.
what's a typical game day Saturday look like for you?
Man, going down there, tailgating, got TV set up, got a generator. We're going to watch some ball games, got a little Blackstone, cook some food. We're going to, just relax and
You're doing it
wait
right,
for a butt
man.
whooping. Yeah, man,
Yeah, you're
gotta.
doing it right. So I have a question for you. Were you at the Appalachian State game?
I wasn't. I wasn't.
Okay.
I was softball tournament that weekend, and I listened to it on the radio.
And were you at the fumbled punt game?
I was
Oh
coming
man.
right towards me, right in the end zone.
Yeah, you've seen some great games for sure.
Oh yeah, man.
That's awesome,
I've seen
man.
a few for sure. It was a good one.
So
I've seen
last
the
week I
Notre Dame under the lights
Oh
with
yeah, I
Jimmy
remember that
Gallon.
game.
Oh
We
yeah,
we
man, that
won
was a
at the
good one.
very end, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yep.
remember that
Denard
game.
Robinson, Jimmy Gallon, and
Yeah. But last week I talked a little bit about the quarterback decision and the big the every that's the whole talk in Ann Arbor right now. JJ McCarthy versus Cade McNamara. I'd love to hear your opinion on that.
man, it's got to be JJ. Man, he just brings a different element to the game. Defense has so much more to worry about. Dude still has a cannon. I mean, he's going to come out and he's going to leave no doubt. I think this Saturday.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. He reminds me a lot of like a Patrick Mahomes, the way he can
Yeah,
extend plays with his feet, and he still keeps his eyes downfield. He doesn't just turn into like a running back. He's still looking to throw the ball, but he's just so
yeah.
quick.
So important in college football just to keep the chains moving. You know,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
can pick up first downs that Cade can't. That's just
yeah.
it's just
I
fact.
I've been saying that for a couple years now. Game managers don't win championships. If you just look at like
Yeah,
the
they don't.
Clemsons, the Alabamas, you have to have
Yeah,
like a Heisman quality quarterback. Last year was the rare exception. Stetson Bennett. He played pretty solid, but I wouldn't say he's in that tier of like a Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence. But in
he had
general,
an
man, we
all-time
need JJ.
defense.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we got to.
they had one of the best defenses ever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
So
got to
and
have
then
JJ. Got to have that athletic ability going into Columbus. You got to have that defense thinking more than just sit back and throwing it.
I totally agree with you too, and I think it's a weird because I think with Cade McNamara we would probably go like 11-1 or like maybe, but I know you are the same way as me. We want to win like the national championship, and I think you're right. I
Yeah,
think we need JJ,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So
Watching that game last week, man, I was still disgusted just with so many, little
yeah,
parts of the game that I was like, come on, we got to be better.
it's
So
crazy.
it's
Yeah,
never
it's
good
crazy
enough.
that you said that. I was rewatching the game too, and that run where he scored that touchdown, man, he outran that linebacker. And then this week in a
He
press
did.
conference, Harbaugh said he's running 4.5 40s, and I saw the stat. He'd be the fourth fastest quarterback in the NFL, only behind like Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, and
I mean,
one. Who else would it be? Like maybe Jalen Hurts or something like that. But it was just
yeah,
insane.
probably okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, you
crazy.
got to have that on the field, man. College, man, is like high school in a way where you have to play your best athletes, you
Yeah,
know,
I totally agree with
and
you.
you got to get them on the field, and hopefully he comes out Saturday and just leaves no doubt and just takes that job, and Harbaugh's got no choice.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's just such a unique situation because for so many years, we had John O'Korn and we had guys that shouldn't even have been on the field, and now we have two really good quarterbacks, and it's like Cade has never
Yeah,
really done anything wrong,
yeah,
but there's just
no,
sometimes
but
in life where someone's just better than you, and it's
I
just
mean, and it's going to really affect our recruiting if he doesn't come out and play and he doesn't get that playing time. We got
yeah,
a five-star kid out of Michigan. I mean, we can't afford to lose these guys.
yeah. I agree with you, man. If I was a 5-star quarterback and seeing JJ on the bench for 2, 3 years, man, you're going to be going to like an Ohio State, an
Oh,
Alabama, somewhere where you can play.
kid, that matters, man, because they're thinking
Yeah,
the next level right away. You know.
right, 100%. So I talked a little bit about last week too. In these games, like when we're playing Hawaii, Colorado State, UConn, even next week, the score is really never going to be in question. We could play our third string the whole game, but is there anything you kind of look for that you think can translate later into the season?
I mean, it's just hard with this team because I mean the mismatch is so bad, to
Right.
really pay attention to. So I like to see the play calling. I like to see whether or not they open it up. Like last week against Colorado State, they didn't let Cade throw downfield at all. That game was never going to be in doubt. So why didn't you give the guy a chance to throw the ball downfield and make some throws? So I look for stuff like that. You know,
One thing I didn't talk about last week, but that I actually noticed when I was rewatching the film. I know I'm weird. I'm one of those guys that rewatches the freaking games,
I got
but
home and rewatched it too. Yeah.
but there was a play where Blake Corum hurdled a dude, and then there was also a play where JJ McCarthy took a big hit late in the game. I'm just like holding my breath, man.
Well,
It's like
JJ's got to be smarter. He's got to get down. He's got to get out of bounds. I mean,
right,
he's playing against some. He's playing against some grown men now. You
right, and
know,
that just
and
was
these
like,
hits
man, I'm
will
holding
add
my
up.
breath.
Yeah, but I
But
mean, he's so fast and he's just such a dual
right,
threat.
man.
You got to take that chance. You got to put him out there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's cool that we're on the same page about that. I
Yeah,
said it last week, kind of for my hot take. I don't think Cade McNamara will ever start another game for Michigan, which I could be wrong. I think JJ's is gonna. I mean, we're favored by 51. The bookmakers are pretty smart, so I think they're predicting
yeah.
Michigan to
If
put
he
up about
doesn't,
60 points.
that's a great thing for Michigan. That
Yeah,
means
and
JJ came out and just took the job and left no doubt. And
it's
yeah, I
cool
think.
too because I think we have the best backup too. Cade is
Oh,
very
100.
and football is one of those games. You're one play away. So
You are. Yeah, no, I would love to. I don't want Cade to go anywhere this year, but next year he got a transfer, if you're not the man to do the job,
yeah, that's what I was thinking
you
too.
know.
Do you think either one of these guys, that whoever loses the job, do you think they're out, or do you think they're going to stick around?
I think they're going to stick around this year. I mean, I could be wrong about Cade because he's kind of sounding maybe a little sour, thinking because he came out and said he had his best camp ever. He didn't even know it was really, in question. Like So I'm kind of shocked about that because, I mean, that you're not the better quarterback. You got to, you know,
Yeah, 100%. I saw that video too, and man, their whole demeanor, Cade, it kind of just seemed like he could realize it was slipping away, and it's
I
just
think he did. And a lot of players came out. They dropped some balls early on. They didn't help his case.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Cornelius Johnson, man, he
body
dropped like
mo.
three balls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 in a row. Yeah. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
it's
so
hard for guys like me and you that aren't in the locker room, that aren't at practice every day. It's like I wonder who the team really
100%.
wants to play for.
Well, the team say they don't even talk about it. They don't even acknowledge it. They could care
Right.
less who's back there. But I mean, you're human. You know who you
Yeah.
want back there.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna say
know.
we've both played football. When
Yeah,
you in your head they gotta know JJ's the guy.
you gotta know. Yeah, no doubt.
Well, all right, man. Give me a quick prediction for this weekend. You think Michigan
Man,
covers the spread?
I do. I think it's going to be 63, 65 to 7, maybe
Like,
10.
yeah, I
So,
was gonna say I don't think Hawaii is gonna score more than 7 points.
yeah, no, I don't either. And it may be a late fourth quarter touchdown like Colorado State did or something. But hopefully Harbaugh comes out and earns some style points and puts a bad team away.
Yeah, that's what I look to
You
see
know,
too. There's been so many games where we just haven't stomped on people's necks when we have
yeah.
them down, and it's like,
Like Clemson, they looked a little shaky. They dropped in the polls.
yeah,
You got to
100%.
style points matter. So you got to come out and you got to beat the bad teams and handle it.
100%. Yeah, we're in an era where, style points matter and only four
Yeah.
teams at the moment get
Getting
into
the,
the college football playoffs.
yeah.
So, what do you think of the Big Ten as a whole this year? Do you think it's Michigan's to lose now that we're the reigning champs, or do you still think going into Columbus we're going to be a dog?
Oh, we're gonna be an underdog going into Columbus. I mean, they got the number one quarterback in the country.
Yep.
They got great weapons. They reload. I mean, as much
Right.
as I hate them, they reload. You
Yeah.
know, they're just that animal. You know, so this that's why we gotta have that JJ man. If he's gonna give us our best chance to win, you know, Cade's. You know, I think he ain't the guy to go in there and do it.
I totally agree with you, and I'd be interested to look it up now that you said that. I'm curious when the last time Ohio State actually has been a home underdog is, man. It has to be just.
It has to be a long time. You know.
But do you agree? I know we were watching the game to get watching it both and texting back and forth when they were playing Notre Dame. And is it just me or these Ryan Day Ohio State teams, they seem still just extremely skilled, but don't they just seem like they're a little bit different than Urban Meyer, man?
Oh, 100%. The
Like Urban
mentality seems a
Meyer,
little different.
yeah.
You know,
Like
when
they're just
Urban Meyer there, he had him like eating raw steak and stuff. You
right,
know,
man.
so I don't know. They had a different grit about them. So these guys are beatable, but also Ohio
I
State. They think about Michigan one day a week, every week. You know,
right,
well, Jim Harbaugh is not like that.
right.
He doesn't
No,
put
yeah.
that much, and it bothers me because, damn, that's our. We want to beat them. You know.
Yeah, I'm with you, but like I don't know, man. I think for me, Urban Meyer just had such a mental stranglehold on me where it was like I just knew we were gonna
Oh,
get our ass kicked. And now it's kind
like
of like I
like
think
we
we
did
can beat
against
Ryan
Cooper.
Day,
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
know.
do too. You know, I
So
do too.
it's cool, man. But we got to take one game at a time, and I guess our first real hard game will be at Iowa. I mean, do you expect that to give us any troubles or no? We did lose there the
I
last time
mean,
we played there,
game by game, you know,
right?
week by week, we'll have to go from there. I just want to get past Hawaii at this point, you know.
Right. I'm 100% with you, and I want to see
Yeah,
JJ be the starting quarterback.
yep, for
All right,
sure. We'll
though.
have to go to a game together this year or something. We'll
Yeah,
make it
for
happen,
sure,
bro.
man. It was good having
All
you
right,
on the show, buddy, and
all right,
I'll
man.
be sure to
Thanks.
get back. I'll be sure to have you back on the show again. Thanks for stopping by. That about wraps up episode number 2 of Michigan Everything, guys. It was a great episode. Always fun catching up with my buddy Casey and talking Michigan football with him. Don't forget, I will be back Sunday talking about the Hawaii game that is happening Saturday night. It's a night game, 8 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. And then also, I was going to say, if anyone wants to be on my next episode next Thursday, looking for guests. If you want to come on here and just talk, yeah, just let me know. But other than that, it was a great episode, and I will see you guys on Sunday.